Good morning, guys. Welcome to my Monday morning rant for Monday, the 23rd of August. It's 6 in the morning. My bad sleeps continue. Primarily, I think, because I'm being so lazy and I'm uh, just not doing enough with my body. And just sleeping really badly. And last night was the first night in a really long time that Mia didn't sleep with me, which is really bizarre. But then again, she hasn't slept with Viv either. So she just slept out in the lounge room on her own last night, which is really weird. But yeah, it's been another one of those weeks in lockdown, and they're all starting to meld into each other now. I had a good podcast last week with Lockie Montes, who's a car nut that I had a podcast with the Geeked Out show that I was running with Hawk and Joker, and we talked about games and stuff last time. But he's a father of three, and he works full time, and he's just crazy about cars. And what's awesome about him is he's not into any particular kind of car. He's into car culture in general. So at the moment, I think his family, I think they've got 4 cars. He's got like a nicely modified Volvo sort of wagon as the family car. And he's got an old V-dub notchback. It's his classic forever car. And he's got a brand new, his latest project is a Suzuki Cappuccino, which is a very, very unique little car. So yeah, it was a really good podcast. We ended up going for quite some time, just talking about cars in general. And yeah, as much as I'm not crazy about cars at the moment, I'm always going to be a car guy. And speaking of cars, like the latest Lamborghini Countach has been revealed, and they revealed it with a pretty awesome little video where they show the first design and the latest design. And it just reminded me, I posted it up on Facebook, and it just reminded me of when I was a kid, really young kid too, right? I had like posters of robots and Japanese robots and Transformers and shit all over my walls. And my dad bought me a poster of a Lamborghini Countach with a naked woman lying on the bonnet. And I mentioned that in my social media, and a mate of mine, Ray, just said, "Oh fuck, I know that poster. It was like a Lamborghini with an Australian body." And I Googled it, and there was the image. It was literally exactly how I remembered it. Lamborghini Countach with a naked woman on the bonnet. And yeah, I have been really tight with my money in lockdown. I'm quite broke. I've been just paying bills, and food and booze, and that's it. And I need to have that poster. I need to have it. I need to have it framed, and I need to put up on the wall. Dad was always like a bit of a horny guy. Every week or every second week, we'd go down to the VHS shop. And those VHS video shops were fucking massive back in the day, right? They're so big. And I even remember going into those video shops, and the whole left side was beta tapes and the whole right side was VHS. But they would have these deals where if you get like 20 or 30 videos, you get it at a bundle price, and we'd all split up in the video shop, and everyone would pick out 5 or so movies to watch. And Dad would always pick up weird movies which had nude scenes in them, because he'd look at the back of the VHS, and if it had boobies on it, then he'd hire it. So all these sort of B-grade dramas. Yeah, I remember staying up late and watching a few of them with him. Yeah, funny memories. So I'm pretty sure Dad only got me that poster of the Lambo so that whenever he came into my room, he could admire the naked body on the bonnet. But it's been good living with Viv. She is really going through a huge transformation. It's week 2 now. I think that she's moved in, and within that 1 week alone, like, I'm not really good with small talk, right? So every time I open my mouth, it tends to be sort of on a certain level of conversation. And every time we talk, which is every day, it's probably considered a D&M by most people. But just talking shit, talking about life and stuff. And I just make sure that I keep her. My priorities are just to put her first, and whatever she's going through in life, I'm there for her. And she's going through an explorative phase. And it's never too late to do that, right? Like, I think it really helped with my first girlfriend, Karen, that I went out with for 7 years. She was a real hippie, and it really helped to open me up to all sorts of stuff that I would never have been into, and I would never have valued. And yeah, like, when someone's getting into something and that's all they can think and talk about, sometimes it's a little bit tiring. But I'm the last kind of person to go and poo-poo something that I don't know much about myself. And I'm quite understanding in that regard. So I think it's like one of Jordan Peterson's 12 rules for life was along the lines of like, surround yourself with friends that demand the best of you, and as a friend yourself, don't say things to your friends to make your life easier, because that's not what friendship's about. So yeah, it's been really good. It's been really fun. And in other news, I am booked in to get my Pfizer jab this Wednesday, 2 days away. I'm pretty nervous because primarily not because of the vaccine. I'm not nervous about that. I'm just nervous about needles, man. I fucking avoid needles. Like I could never be a junkie because I hate needles. I'm really scared of them. I just I try not to look, but I always end up watching them jab the needle in and watching the blood come out. I mean, it's from blood tests and stuff like that. And I've just got a real phobia of needles. So that's the only thing I'm nervous about. It sounds really wussy, I know, but I'll deal, I'm sure. So that's this Wednesday, and I'm sure I'll be able to give you guys an update on how I'm feeling and stuff. Apparently the second jab's a lot worse than the first. So I'm not expecting this first jab to be any big deal, really. So that's this Wednesday. And in other news, it's quite disappointing news too. I have started smoking again. So I think partly because of fucking boredom and I don't know, something about smoking. Hey, it's like I go outside more because I smoke outside, and I watch the sunrises. Watching the sunrise, having a cigarette and a coffee. It feels so good. And smoking it's the deep breaths. That's what it is. It's almost like meditation, right? You're going inhale, exhale for a little bit. It's like a mini break. And I'm outside a whole lot more in the sun, having cigarettes. And man, it's bad. Yeah, quite disappointed that I'm smoking again. At the same time, it is what it is. What can I say? I'm not drinking as much, but yeah, I'm smoking cigarettes again. Rollies. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it. I've got nothing else to say. I hope everyone's doing okay in lockdown. This lockdown fucking sucks. I'm really over it. Yeah, I'm really over it. And I'm sure a shit ton of other people are too. I didn't watch the news, by the way, whether there was a protest or not this last weekend. I know the cops were saying there were going to be 1,000 cops out there on the streets to try to make sure it doesn't go ahead. And I'm just like, 1,000 cops. If there really was a protest, like 1,000 cops would not be enough. So I haven't checked the news this morning. I hope there wasn't anything bad. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it. I say it all the time, like everyone. I hope everyone has a good week, but I mean, I know it's not easy. So I hope everyone has the best week they possibly can, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. See yous.